What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're like me, you've got a serious case of wanderlust, but maybe your bank account is telling you to stay home. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't need a six-figure salary to see the world. In fact, some of the most mind-blowing, life-changing experiences are waiting for you in places that are incredibly affordable. Today, we are going on an epic journey to uncover the 9 best budget travel destinations for 2025. These are places where your dollar, your euro, your pound stretches further than you could ever imagine. This list is especially for my solo travelers out there, the ones who are ready to pack a bag and just go. These destinations are not only cheap, but they are packed with adventure, culture, and opportunities to connect with people from all over the globe. We're talking about countries where you can eat like a king for a few dollars, sleep in a comfortable bed for less than the price of a movie ticket, and have experiences that will stick with you for a lifetime. Forget what you think you know about budget travel. This isn't about sacrificing. It's about gaining more for less. So, get your notepad ready, open up your travel planning spreadsheet, because you're going to want to add every single one of these places to your bucket list. We're going from the bustling streets of Southeast Asia to the ancient wonders of the Middle East and the surreal landscapes of South America. It's going to be an incredible ride. Let's dive into the best places where your money goes further and the experiences are unforgettable. Kicking off our list is a country that is, in my opinion, the undisputed king of budget travel, Vietnam. Seriously, guys, this place is just on another level. The energy here is electric. From the moment you step off the plane, you're hit with this incredible wave of sounds, smells, and sights. The culture is so rich, the history is so deep and complex, and the people are some of the most resilient and welcoming you will ever meet. It's a country that has been through so much, yet it greets you with a smile. And the food! Oh my gosh, the food! We're not just talking about cheap food, we're talking about world-class cuisine that you can get for pocket change. Think of a steaming bowl of pho, bursting with flavor, for just $1 or $2, or sitting on a tiny plastic stool on a busy street corner in Hanoi, enjoying a banh mi sandwich that will change your life, also for about $1. You can feast all day, every day, and barely make a dent in your wallet. This is a foodie paradise where every meal is an adventure. Getting around is a breeze and super cheap. You can take sleeper buses or trains between cities for just a few dollars, which is an experience in itself. As for a place to stay, you're spoiled for choice. Hostels in major cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City can be as low as $7 a night, and they are fantastic places to meet other travelers. If you want a bit more privacy, you can find beautiful private rooms for $15 to $20. It's an insane value for your money. Now, for the must-dos. You absolutely cannot go to Vietnam without seeing the limestone karsts of Ha Long Bay rising out of the emerald water. It's like something from a movie. Then there's the charming, lantern-lit ancient town of Hoi An, which feels like you've stepped back in time. For the adventurous souls, the Ha Giang Loop in the north is one of the most epic motorbike journeys on the planet, with landscapes that will leave you speechless. Don't forget the capital, Hanoi, with its chaotic old quarter and serene Hoan Kiem Lake. And then you have the imperial city of Hue, the modern beaches of Da Nang, and the island paradise of Phu Quoc in the south. Every region of Vietnam offers something completely different, a new flavor, a new landscape, a new vibe. It's a country of incredible diversity that you could spend months exploring and still only scratch the surface. Honestly, Vietnam is the total package. It's got adventure, history, nature, and some of the best food on earth, all for a fraction of what you'd spend in most other countries. It's the perfect place to start a long-term backpacking trip, or for anyone who just wants an incredible vacation that won't break the bank. It truly sets the standard for budget travel. Next up, we're heading to Europe. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shannon, Europe and budget travel don't exactly go together, and most of the time you'd be right. But then there's Albania. This country is, without a doubt, Europe's best-kept secret. It's the Mediterranean experience. The stunning beaches, the turquoise water, the delicious seafood, without the insane price tag of Italy or Greece. It's a place that feels wild, undiscovered, and incredibly welcoming. For decades, Albania was closed off from the rest of the world, and now that it's open, it feels like you're discovering a hidden treasure. The coastline, known as the Albanian Riviera, is absolutely breathtaking. You have beaches like Kasamil, with its crystal-clear water and tiny islands you can swim to, that rival anything you'll find in the more famous Mediterranean spots. The best part? You can get a beautiful guest house or apartment here for $10 to $20 a night. It's unreal. And the food! Because of its location, you get this amazing fusion of Mediterranean and Balkan flavors. You can sit at a seaside restaurant in a town like Dermi and have a massive plate of fresh grilled seafood for maybe $5 or $6. The local produce is incredible. Fresh figs, juicy tomatoes, amazing cheeses. It's simple, delicious, and so cheap. You can live like royalty here on a backpacker's budget. But Albania is so much more than just its beaches. Head inland and you'll discover the accursed mountains, a paradise for hikers with dramatic peaks and remote villages where time seems to have stood still. These landscapes are as epic as the Alps, but you'll have the trails practically to yourself. It's raw, rugged nature at its absolute best. And most of the best attractions, the mountains, the beaches, the rivers, are completely free to enjoy. Then you have the history. The UNESCO World Heritage Cities of Berat, the City of 1,000 Windows, and Gjirokastër, the City of Stone, are just incredible. Walking through their cobblestone streets, exploring their ancient castles, you feel like you're in a fairy tale. And the capital, Tirana, is this vibrant, colorful city that's just buzzing with energy. It's full of quirky cafes, bustling markets, and a real sense of optimism. Albania offers a side of Europe that many people don't even know exists. It's a country of stark contrasts. From pristine beaches to rugged mountains, from ancient cities to a modernizing capital. It's adventurous, it's beautiful, and it is hands down one of the most affordable countries on the continent. If you want a European summer without going bankrupt, Albania is the answer. Go now, before the rest of the world finds out. Okay, for our next stop, we are flying across the Atlantic to South America, to a country that is truly one of the most unique and awe-inspiring places I have ever been, Bolivia. This country is raw, it's rugged, and it is unapologetically authentic. It's not the easiest country to travel in, I'll be honest, but the rewards are immense. The landscapes here are so surreal, so otherworldly, that you'll feel like you've landed on another planet. And for budget travelers, it's an absolute dream. Let's start with the big one, the reason many people come here. The Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat. Guys, I don't have the words to describe this place. It's a vast, blindingly white expanse of salt that stretches to the horizon. And in the rainy season, it turns into the world's largest mirror, reflecting the sky perfectly. Driving across it in a 4x4 is one of the most surreal and beautiful travel experiences you can possibly have. The multi-day tours are incredibly affordable and an absolute must-do. Beyond the salt flats, Bolivia's diversity will blow your mind. You have the city of La Paz, the world's highest administrative capital, sitting in a massive canyon surrounded by snow-capped mountains. Riding the Mi Teleférico cable car system over the city is an experience in itself, giving you a bird's-eye view of the urban sprawl. It's chaotic, it's vibrant, and it's a city that truly pulses with life. And yes, it's super budget-friendly, with meals for just a few dollars. For the adrenaline junkies, you can't miss cycling the infamous Death Road. It's a winding, narrow road that clings to the side of a mountain, dropping thousands of feet into the jungle below. It sounds terrifying, and it is, but it's also an incredible adventure with breathtaking views. And for something more serene, you can visit Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, which Bolivia shares with Peru. The deep blue water against the high-altitude landscape is just stunning. The costs here are some of the lowest in all of South America. You can get a massive and delicious lunch called an almuerzo for $2 or $3. Long-distance buses that will take you across the country might cost you $5 to $10, and you can find simple but clean guest houses and hostels for as little as $5 to $15 a night. Your money goes an incredibly long way here, allowing you to stay longer and see more. Bolivia is a country that challenges you. The altitude can be tough, the infrastructure can be basic, but that's all part of the adventure. It's a place that hasn't been polished for tourists. It's real. From the colonial beauty of Sucre, the constitutional capital, to the indigenous markets bustling with life, Bolivia offers a deep and profound travel experience. If you're looking for raw adventure and landscapes that will scar themselves onto your memory forever, Bolivia is calling your name. All right, let's journey back to Asia, to a country that is not just a destination, but honestly, a universe in itself, India. There is no place on earth like India. It's a full-on 24/7 sensory overload in the best way possible. It's a whirlwind of colors, sounds, smells, and emotions. It will challenge you, inspire you, and trust me, it will change you. Traveling here is an intense experience, but it's one of the most rewarding journeys a traveler can take. And when it comes to budget, India is in a league of its own. The sheer scale and diversity of India is like totally mind-boggling. In the north, you have the majestic Himalayas. In the south, you have the tranquil backwaters of Kerala. In the west, you have the deserts of Rajasthan, and in the east, the lush tea plantations. Every single state is like its own country, with its own language, its own food, and its own culture. You could spend a lifetime exploring India and not see it all. It's a place of endless discovery. Let's talk about how cheap it is, because honestly, it's almost hard to believe. You can get incredible meals like a massive thali with rice, bread, and multiple curries for less than $1 or $2 on the street. A cup of chai on the side of the road will cost you just pennies. The Indian railway system is one of the world's largest, and wow, an adventure in itself. You can take an overnight train across a huge distance for as little as $5 to $10, waking up in a completely new world. Of course, you have the iconic sights that you have to see. Standing in front of the Taj Mahal at sunrise is a moment that will give you chills. It's every bit as beautiful as you imagine. Then there's the pink city of Jaipur in Rajasthan, with its magnificent forts and palaces that make you feel like a Maharaja. Exploring the ancient, spiritual city of Varanasi on the banks of the Ganges is a profound and powerful experience that will stay with you forever. But the magic of India often lies beyond the main sights. It's in trekking through the stunning mountain landscapes of Himachal Pradesh, staying in small villages and connecting with the locals. It's in cruising the serene backwaters of Kerala on a houseboat, watching daily life unfold along the water. It's in getting lost in the chaotic, energetic megacities of Delhi and Mumbai, where ancient history and hypermodernity collide. India is not for the faint of heart. It can be chaotic, crowded, and overwhelming at times. But if you embrace it with an open mind and a patient heart, it will reward you 1,000 times over. It's a country that gets under your skin and into your soul. For any traveler looking for a deep cultural immersion, a true adventure, and a place where your budget can last for months, India is, and always will be, an essential destination. Our fifth destination is a country that's been flying under the radar for way too long, but is quickly becoming a favorite among in-the-know travelers. We're going to the country of Georgia. Nestled in the Caucasus Mountains at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Georgia is an absolute gem. It's a country with a soul. It has an ancient history, a unique culture, a legendary reputation for hospitality, and some of the most stunning mountain scenery you'll ever see. First things first, the Georgians claim to be the inventors of wine, with a history of winemaking that goes back 8,000 years. The wine region of Kakheti is a must-visit. You can spend days visiting family-run wineries, tasting unique wines made in traditional clay vessels called kuvevri, and enjoying incredible feasts. The hospitality here is no joke. They have a saying that a guest is a gift from God, and they truly mean it. You will be welcomed with open arms and probably a lot of wine and food. And the food is just as amazing as the wine. Georgian cuisine is hearty, flavorful, and so delicious. You have to try khachapuri, a boat-shaped bread filled with molten cheese and topped with an egg, or khinkali, savory dumplings filled with meat and spices. You can eat like a king here for just a few dollars. A huge meal at a local restaurant might set you back $5 or $6, and it will be one of the best meals of your life. It's comfort food at its finest. The landscapes are breathtakingly beautiful. The Caucasus Mountains slice through the country, offering endless opportunities for hiking and adventure. A trip up the Georgian military highway to Kazbegi is essential. The final view of the Gergeti Trinity Church perched on a hill with the snow-capped Mount Kazbek behind it is one of the most iconic and beautiful sights in the entire region. You can hike for days here and stay in guest houses for under $15. History is everywhere you look in Georgia. The capital, Tbilisi, is one of my favorite cities. It has a charming old town with cobblestone streets, quirky leaning clock towers, and historic sulfur baths that you can still soak in today. You can explore ancient cave cities like Vardzia, carved into the side of a cliff, or visit medieval fortresses and monasteries that seem to be in the most impossible, beautiful locations. Georgia is this perfect blend of incredible nature, fascinating history, and a warm, welcoming culture. It still feels wonderfully undiscovered, authentic, and a little bit wild. It's a place where you can hike in epic mountains in the morning and be exploring a vibrant, historic city in the afternoon. For a destination that offers so much variety and is still so incredibly affordable, Georgia should be at the very top of your list for 2025. Okay, for our next destination, we're heading back to the heart of Southeast Asia, to a country of epic proportions, Indonesia. Now, when most people think of Indonesia, they think of one place, Bali. And while Bali is beautiful, it's just one of over 17,000 islands that make up this incredible archipelago. To truly experience Indonesia, you have to go beyond Bali. And when you do, you'll find a world of adventure, volcanoes, ancient temples, and diverse cultures that is also ridiculously affordable. Indonesia is a country that was forged by fire, and it sits on the ring of fire, which means one thing, volcanoes. And they are spectacular. One of the most unforgettable experiences you can have is watching the sunrise over Mount Bromo in East Java. Standing on the edge of a crater, watching the smoke billow out as the sun lights up the otherworldly landscape is a core travel memory. For a bigger challenge, you can tackle the multi-day trek up Mount Rinjani on the island of Lombok for some of the best views in all of Southeast Asia. The history and spirituality here are just as epic as the landscapes. On the island of Java, you'll find the magnificent Borobudur, the world's largest Buddhist temple. Watching the sunrise from the top of this ancient monument is a deeply spiritual and humbling experience. Nearby is Prambanan, a stunning complex of Hindu temples that will leave you in awe of the craftsmanship. These sites rival places like Angkor Wat but see a fraction of the crowds. And the best part is how cheap it is to explore. Just like in Vietnam, street food is king. You can get a delicious plate of nasi goreng, which is fried rice, or mie goreng, which is fried noodles, for $1 or $2 from a local warung. Getting around is easy with cheap domestic flights, ferries, and buses connecting the islands. You can find lovely guest houses and homestays for $6 to $12 a night, often run by local families who will welcome you into their homes. The diversity of experiences is just staggering. You can go island hopping around the pristine Gili Islands, go diving with manta rays near Komodo Island, or search for orangutans in the jungles of Sumatra or Borneo. You can explore the incredible rice terraces and traditional villages on the island of Flores, which is the gateway to Komodo National Park. Each island has its own distinct personality, its own culture, and its own adventures waiting for you. So, while you can and should enjoy Bali, I urge you to use it as a starting point. Indonesia is a vast, sprawling, and endlessly fascinating country. It offers some of the most dramatic landscapes, incredible wildlife encounters, and rich cultural experiences on the planet. And you can do it all on a shoestring budget. If you're a traveler who craves adventure and wants to get off the beaten path, Indonesia is waiting for you. Let's head back to the Americas, to a country that is bursting with color, culture, and ancient history, Guatemala. This place is truly the heart of the Mayan world, and you can feel that ancient spirit everywhere, from the towering pyramids in the jungle to the vibrant textiles worn by the indigenous people today. Guatemala is a country that is so rich in culture, so stunningly beautiful, and so incredibly affordable that it's a must-visit for any budget traveler exploring Central America. The crown jewel of Guatemala is, without a doubt, Lake Atitlan. Aldous Huxley famously called it the most beautiful lake in the world, and honestly, he might be right. It's a massive deep blue lake surrounded by 3 towering volcanoes and dotted with small traditional Mayan villages around its shores. Each village has its own unique vibe, from the backpacker hub of San Pedro to the spiritual yoga-centric San Marcos. You can spend weeks here just hopping between villages by boat, hiking, and soaking in the incredible views. For the history buffs, you cannot miss Tikal. Hidden deep in the jungle of northern Guatemala are the ruins of one of the most powerful cities of the ancient Maya. Waking up before dawn and climbing to the top of Temple 4 to watch the sunrise over the jungle canopy, hearing the sounds of howler monkeys and tropical birds waking up, it's a magical, unforgettable experience. It feels like you're in an Indiana Jones movie. It's absolutely epic. Then you have the gorgeous colonial city of Antigua. It's a photographer's dream, with its cobblestone streets, colorful Spanish colonial architecture, and the ever-present backdrop of the Agua, Fuego, and Acatenango volcanoes. It's a hub for travelers with amazing cafes, Spanish schools, and a really vibrant atmosphere. It's also the base for one of the best adventures in the country, the overnight hike up Acatenango volcano to watch the nearby Fuego volcano erupt all night long. It's insane. And Guatemala delivers on the budget front. You can get a delicious and filling comida corrida or set lunch for just $2 or $3. The chicken buses, old American school buses brightly painted and packed with people, are an experience in themselves and will get you almost anywhere for about $1. Hostels are plentiful and cheap, usually costing between $5 and $15 for a dorm bed. Beyond the big sights, there's so much more to discover. You can swim in the terraced turquoise pools of Simuk Champay, a natural wonder hidden in the jungle. You can visit the sprawling market of Chichicastenango, one of the most colorful and vibrant indigenous markets in all of the Americas. Guatemala is a country that stimulates all your senses. It's a place of profound beauty, deep-rooted culture, and real adventure, all available on a very small budget. For our 8th destination, we are heading to a place that is home to some of the most iconic and ancient wonders on the entire planet. A place that has captivated the imagination of travelers for millennia: Egypt. This is the land of pharaohs, pyramids, and epic history. And right now, due to the local currency, it is more affordable to visit than it has been in decades. You can literally see world wonders that are thousands of years old on a backpacker's budget. It's an incredible opportunity. Let's be real, the #1 reason you come to Egypt is to see the pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx. And let me tell you, no matter how many pictures you've seen, nothing prepares you for standing in front of them. The sheer scale, the age, the mystery, it's absolutely mind-blowing. To stand at the foot of the Great Pyramid, the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, is a moment that will stay with you forever. And you can do it all for a very small entrance fee. But Egypt is so much more than just the pyramids. One of the best ways to experience the country is by taking a cruise down the Nile River, from Luxor to Aswan. This isn't some stuffy, expensive cruise. You can do it affordably on a traditional felucca sailboat or a more comfortable dahabeah, floating down the same river that has been the lifeblood of this civilization for thousands of years. Stopping at ancient temples along the way is just a magical way to travel. The temples in Upper Egypt are staggering. In Luxor, you have the Karnak Temple Complex, which is one of the largest religious buildings ever constructed. Walking through its great hypostyle hall with its massive columns is just awe-inspiring. Then you have the Valley of the Kings, where pharaohs like Tutankhamun were buried in elaborately decorated tombs. Further south, you have the incredible temples of Abu Simbel, which were famously moved piece by piece to save them from the rising waters of Lake Nasser. The cost of travel in Egypt is unbelievably low right now. You can find clean, comfortable hotels for $10 to $20 a night. A delicious meal of street food like kosheri or a falafel sandwich will cost you less than $1. Transportation, whether it's the metro in Cairo, an overnight train, or a local bus, is also very cheap. Your money will stretch a very, very long way here. Beyond the ancient sites, you can dive into the chaos of Cairo's Khan el-Khalili Bazaar, a sprawling market where you can haggle for spices, lamps, and souvenirs. Or you can head east to the Red Sea for some of the best and most affordable scuba diving and snorkeling in the world. Egypt offers this incredible combination of unparalleled history, vibrant culture, and adventure. If you've ever dreamed of seeing the pyramids, 2025 is the year to do it. We've reached our final destination, and we are going to the top of the world, literally. Welcome to Nepal. This is the land of the Himalayas, the birthplace of Buddha, and a country with a deeply spiritual soul. For anyone who loves mountains, trekking, and adventure, Nepal is the ultimate paradise. It's a place that will challenge you physically and reward you spiritually, and it remains one of the most budget-friendly countries on the planet for travelers. Nepal is home to 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks, including, of course, Mount Everest. For trekkers, this is the Holy Grail. You don't have to be a professional mountaineer to experience the Himalayas up close. Treks like the Annapurna Circuit or the Everest Base Camp Trek are accessible to anyone with a good level of fitness, and the experience is life-changing. Walking for days through stunning landscapes, passing through small villages, and staying in simple tea houses along the way is an incredible journey. The tea house trekking culture is what makes Nepal so special and so affordable. You can hike for weeks and stay in these small, family-run lodges for as little as $5 to $10 a night. Sometimes, if you eat your dinner and breakfast there, they'll even give you the room for free. And the food is simple but hearty and delicious. A plate of dal bhat, the national dish of lentils, rice, and vegetables, will cost you $1 or $2, and they'll give you unlimited refills. It's the fuel that powers you through the mountains. But Nepal is not just about trekking. The Kathmandu Valley is a treasure trove of cultural and historical sites. The capital city is a chaotic, dusty, and magical place, with ancient temples, sacred stupas, and hidden courtyards around every corner. You can visit places like the Buddhanath Stupa, one of the most important Buddhist sites in the world, or Pashupatinath Temple, a sacred Hindu temple on the banks of the Bagmati River. The city of Pokhara is another must-visit. It's the gateway to the Annapurna region and has a much more laid-back vibe than Kathmandu. It's set on the beautiful Phiwa Lake, with the snow-capped peaks of the Annapurnas reflected in the water on a clear day. It's the perfect place to relax before or after a long trek, or to try out activities like paragliding for some of the best views imaginable. It's also a hub for yoga and meditation retreats. For a different side of Nepal, you can head south to Chitwan National Park, a flat tropical jungle where you can go on safari to see rhinos, elephants, and if you're extremely lucky, a Bengal tiger. It shows a completely different landscape and biodiversity. Nepal is a country of incredible contrasts, from the highest mountains in the world to lush jungles. It's a place of adventure, spirituality, and immense natural beauty. For an epic journey that won't empty your wallet, Nepal is unbeatable. And there you have it, guys! 9 incredible, life-changing destinations for 2025 where you can have the adventure of a lifetime without breaking the bank. From the mountains of Nepal to the beaches of Albania, the world is full of amazing places that are accessible to everyone, no matter your budget. I hope this has inspired you to dust off your passport, pack your bags, and start planning your next big trip. The world is so much bigger and more affordable than you think, and these places are proof of that. Remember my #1 tip: travel smarter, not harder. Planning is key to saving money on the road. And to help you with that, I have an amazing resource for you. For the best deals on flights, excursions, and affordable stays in all the places we talked about today and more, check out www.wanderlust365.com. It's your one-stop shop for budget travel in 2025. Seriously, it's a game changer for finding those deals that make these trips possible. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey around the world. I had so much fun sharing these amazing places with you. Now I want to hear from you. What is your dream budget destination? Is it on this list, or is there another hidden gem you think I should know about? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want more travel guides and inspiration, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next adventure. Until next time, happy travels!